Good morning, good afternoon, and or evening, and welcome back to the den, and back to a Dirty Casual Tries. Yep, it's been a minute, hadn't it? Used to probably seen these a bit more regularly than they've been coming out because we played with all the heroes, except for the new one. And this is a character that's kind of flown underneath my radar in terms of Marvel. I mean, there's so many characters, there's probably dozens that are flying underneath anyone's radar at any given time. Even the big buffs, probably. Maybe. Who knows? But Angela is the new hero. She is the sister of Thor, the assassin of Asgard, sending people to Valhalla with her spear, and that looks vicious. Now, I have not looked at her abilities yet, so let's look at them together. Spear of Icors. Lunge forward with your spear, dealing damage that increases with attack charge. At full charge, Spear of Icor can deal more damage and launch up enemies. Okay, so the spear launches up. Infinite. Alternate powerful strikes for... Alternate powerful strikes forward with twin axes, dealing increased damage as attack charge grows. The fourth strike propels you forward with a swift dash. Okay, I see. You don't really get to see the dash, but she does close the distance there. All right, so we've got both left click attack. No swap, though. No swap. So something is going to make us swap. Enter an accelerated state. Enemies struck head-on are carried through the air for a short distance. Okay, so she's a constant flyer. Alrighty. Yep, constant flyer. And when she's using left, or she's used left shift, I need to look at the cooldown here. She basically can carry enemies with her. Kind of immobilizing for a second, kind of like Thor. Okay, 3-second cooldown once she uses it, but when it activates for a minute. Okay, so that's going to be a more consistent move we're going to be using. Dive downward, switch to twin axes, and infuse the ground with Icors to create a divine judgment zone upon impact. Within the zone, gain enhanced speed and attacks grant bonus health to self and nearby allies. Okay, so when she's flying, she's using the spear, it looks like. And then when she's on the ground, now does she actually, like, go boots on the ground? Yes! Okay, holy crap, that's cool. That's something I've been wanting for Iron Man in this game. Just, like, the ability to, like, do a ground pound and go boots on the ground. Okay. And... take to the skies, switching back to Spear of Icors. Okay. EE, left, right, transform Icors into a shield, gaining attack charge when absorbing damage. Attack charge. What is attack charge? Oh, I think, didn't you say something about attack charge? Glide freely through the air, continuous flight builds attack charge. There was something else. Oh, it was the attacks. Okay, so as she flies, she builds that up, and then she drains it as she attacks or when she's not flying. Okay, so in the air, build up charge, right? Deals more damage, and at full charge, I knock enemies up. Fly through the air, ground pound, then go in, and I deal increased damage, and the fourth strike always makes me dash forward, so... Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, and then, EE, ground pound after I've ground pounded. Does that go on a cooldown? Okay, no, it just immediately swaps over to the E. So I wonder what the cooldown is once I go back up into the air. Okay, 12 seconds. Okay, and I'm just going to assume that cooldown is not going to tick down at all until I go back up into the air. So when I go into the air, it's going to have to be a purposeful thing. I can't just like constantly go flying ground, flying ground, flying ground. It's okay. So pretty much that's going to be my escape. She has a built-in escape to her built-in dive-in attack. Okay. Wrap your spear in ribbons and hurl it with force. Upon impact, the ribbons bind nearby enemies. Angela can leap to the spear's location, damaging surrounding enemies and creating a divine judgment zone. Okay, so she throws, damages AoE, and she goes in with spears. Okay. Just as a dirty casual, looking at her moves, the thing that I am going that I can recognize at this point, I am going to have to figure out the flying to ground. Like, I'm going to have to make my picks good. She's not someone that I'm going to be like running in, diving right into the fray. No, she's going to be flying. I need to be moving around, building up charge, going in to help fight and attack. When enemies are grouped up, I ground pound, swap to axes, and go in. Use my shield to block damage and survive, try to get cover or something. And when I'm, getting low or close, or I need to be, I recognize that, hey, I need to pull back, take to the air and fly out of there as quickly as possible for the maneuverability and speed. Okay. Thor's kind of similar, right? I would actually equate with the mobility and the fact that she's going to be really hit and run in flight mode, and then you go in for a commit with the axes, and then you got to make sure you can get out. That actually reminds me more of Cap than it does Thor. But we're going to have to see how things play out. Now that's her abilities. She seems really cool. I like the character design, right? Just Asgardian armor kind of look, Amazonian kind of look, blended together, carrying around like a big old trident spear, and then she pulls out just two big axes, and they're solid. They don't have like serrated edges, but they do look vicious. They're just big, and they got that nice curve down at the bottom that kind of gives them like a partial scythe look. And actually, I think that hooks. Yeah, there's a hook there. Ooh, that's a hook on the end of that axe. Okay, so a bit more vicious than I thought, but yes. That's about all the thoughts I got, guys. She seems like she's going to play more like Cap, kind of be more hit and run. I go in for commits at certain times. I'm going to have to build up charge, pick my moment to go in, because once I try to go out, if I survive, I got 12 seconds before I can go back in. So I'm going to have to blend the hit and run with the go in and just straight up brawl. I'm going to have to try to blend that together. How is that gonna go? I don't know. She's a brand new character. Hopefully I will get her. If I don't get her, the video might be late going out, so let's hope not. Okay, we got her. I have really no clue how this is gonna play out, right? I've got a shift, an E, a right click, and a left click, right? And of course, Q. So I don't actually have all that many buttons to worry about, but I do have two abilities tied up on the one button. And somebody was saying something there, and I have no clue what they were saying. Great to include in the video, but okay. So flying around. Okay, she just enters a boost mode, right? I don't have to press a button. I'm already at full charge, so that charges pretty quickly.
This isn't my first trip through the multiverse,
Okay.
More eager idiots.
Okay, I didn't impale anybody with the shift, but I got up in there and I hit him in the face. Got some charge built up. Okay, we can't do anything to Thor, or not Thor thing, but hey, we took him out. So now we just need to hover around here, because there are bad dudes. Oh! I think I pierced him with it.
Your legend ends here. I am spy the sniper. Hunt
Yeah, we'll just chase her and take her out. I missed with the stabby. Yeah, we're just going with the axes here. Oh, eat. We'll steal a health pack on the way. Awesome, cool. So we got out. I didn't think that was gonna. For a second there, I thought I was gonna get taken out. That,
Keep going.
yeah, let's back off here. Go into flight mode. Let's come up here. I did not need to press shift. Shift is sprint in too many games. Oh! Man, she hits. She hits. Okay, we're going in on the axes. Ooh, nice. Okay, so she slaps. She slaps and she's quick. That is not something I was expecting in the new tank. Oh. Oh! I think I pulled out my shield while I was flying right there at the end. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, so yes, she slaps, she's mobile. I'm chunking people on health. I want to say moving around like this, she is, even before I go into flight mode, say I'm doing this number, I want to say I'm as quick, or maybe just a little bit, a little bit faster than Iron Man. Now in flight mode, I want to say she's as fast. I want to say she's as fast. She might be a little bit faster though. She's got a good attack range with the spear. I like the flexibility of her abilities. I've got quick recharge on a couple of them. Like you think it might be a bit longer. But yeah, she does really good, especially as a hit and run. You know, you're not trying to dive into the fray until the rest of your team's there, kind of thing. Okay, I completely wasted my ultimate there. Yeah. Oh, that range is pretty good. Oh, that range is pretty good. That range is pretty good. And I am not playing the objective at all, so my team is absolutely carrying me in that regard. Hey, Spidey.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Okay, took out our support, so we need to be cautious. Oh, I speared her and she speared me! I think I'm gonna die. Oh, nope, nope. Thankfully, my tank came in and saved me right there. I got very fortunate there. Spider-Man could have totally taken me out if he wanted to in that moment. Oh. What happened, Spidey? Please don't tell me you fell off the edge, man. Okay, no, you didn't fall off the edge. You didn't fall off the edge. Okay, I was about to say, Spidey. I was about to say, come on, bro. Can't be falling off the edge now. Okay, that whole wall is taken out. Okay, he got taken out, so I don't get to spear him. Oh, hey, Star-Lord. Okay, let's come on back. Oh, yes, I can fly through the air with my shield. I can't do the spear. I can't do the shield thing, or the dash thing with it. Oh, she was going to get taken out. Okay. Well, that was quick. I honestly did not expect things to go that quickly, but like I said, my team was carrying that objective pretty hard. All right, let's get past all this. How did I do? 11, 0, and 2. I got the most knockouts. I did not deal the most damage. I dealt 3,010 damage. Most damage was 4,497 from Mommy Bingus. I did block 3,206 damage, which was kind of equivalent to the penny, but I don't know. Definitely going to have to say that we had a better team than their team. Maybe it was the first game of the day for them. I don't know. But just to flash it up real close there for you and get all the boxes out the way. Not half bad. Not half bad. I would say if we saw a you know, like a stat for time spent on the objective, I would probably have almost none. So my team definitely carried the objective there, but that spear, man, that was good. I'm gonna throw everybody a thumbs up because that was my first game with Angela, and of course, let's look at the highlight. Okay, this was round 1. I learned I couldn't spear the thing. I couldn't pick him up and move him. He's got, you know, a passive that makes him immune to like mobility effects and stuff. I came over here and
Your legend ends here.
I think that was the spear piercing him and killing him. And that was my first ever game with Angela. Now, she slaps, right? She slaps. I felt like I was slapping pretty hard when I was able to fly around for a minute, build up some of her attack charge, I believe it was called. Let's double check that. Yes, attack charge. And that extra damage, maybe I just kept catching everybody when they were lower health. I did notice that multiple of my kills were on enemies that were already hurt, and like Star-Lord, I killed him a couple of times when he was hurt a lot. But even in going in fighting a tank like the Thing, and even fighting the other Angela one-on-one there, thank you to my penny, she still chunked. Like, she chunked, and I was getting chunked too. So being able to fly around real quick, build up some of that attack charge, maybe go in for like a piercing spear, ground pound, and then just lay into somebody with the axes, I can see that being really good. She is definitely less of like a bastion tank and more of like a kind of brawler bruiser type tank. And again, I would actually equate her to Captain America more than I would any other hero. She is very mobile, just like he is. Cap, you go sprinting around, right? You go looking for your moment to jump in, slam down, start hitting people, build up your charge so that way you're starting, you know, doing the whole little shield rebound as you're hitting people. You know, maybe pop off a dash or something while you're in there, and then you go running and sprinting, jumping out, and you can even ground pound again to get yourself down behind cover quickly with Cap. Like Angela is like the flying version of Cap, if you will, but instead of a shield, she's using axes and a spear. She is highly mobile. You want to be flying around. You want to be utilizing your cover, coming in from a flanking route, trying to pierce people with the shift, because you can turn and you can direct it. It doesn't turn on a dime, though. It does. It's not like a horrible turning radius either. I would say it's a good turning radius. It's just, it's purposely designed so you can't just like 180 on somebody and like pierce them. Like even with like a mouse and keyboard, how I can just like direct things around more quickly than a controller player would, I was still not able to direct her around to be able to like pierce into somebody when I had missed them. So that's definitely a good thing. The turning radius seems designed with that kind of thing in mind, so that way, you know, people with different inputs, or if people are somehow modifying their inputs with software or hardware, you know, they're not going to be able to just like 180 on you and just hit you with it anyway. It's a really good thing. I think that was a really good touch. Did make me miss though and look foolish, so I'm not exactly happy about that, but I do think that that was well designed for the move. The one time I got to pull off Heaven's Retribution, I was fighting Star-Lord and Spider-Man, and I thought I was going to get to wrap them up, and unfortunately both of them got out the way, and I did not get to wrap them up, so my ultimate didn't really do anything. It's definitely something you're going to want to save and hit like a group of enemies with if you can, right? Like, say, if I had taken out Spider-Man and Star-Lord, and then I had gone towards their spawn waiting for a couple of them to come out, slam that down, go ground pounding in, laying on them with the axes when they were tied up, would have been a lot better move. It is definitely, I almost want to say it's a move to me, at least to me, from the way it sounds, right? It's a move that you don't want to take the objective with, but you want to have ready to defend the objective when they come to take it back. Because, you know, when they come to take it back, they're going to pop off ults and such, and you want to have that ready to go as more of like kind of the best defense is a good offense type of measure, right? You use it to counterattack them, to stall them out, stall their momentum, let your people get in there, get some damage on. You can even build up some bonus health for anybody that goes in close with you. Like I had an Iron Fist in there. It's good to see Iron Fist again. Haven't really seen a whole lot of Iron Fist lately, so that was good. But anyways, it definitely seems more like a counterattack to defend the objective type of ultimate. Or, you know, if they're on it and you can throw it out, wrap them all up, go to Pound Town and kill 2 or 3 of them, go for it. Like, it seems like that kind of move. It definitely seems like something that you're going to want to try to be targeting the majority, if not their entire team with. The axes, I didn't get to use a whole lot of them, but they slap too. They chunk down. I do like the attack speed with it. I did get to do the whole dash forward thing, and I didn't really cover a lot of distance. It was just a little bit of distance, kind of like in the abilities little video thing there. But yeah, that's good to know. If someone's trying to get away from me, I don't necessarily have to go back to flight mode to keep chasing them. Now, like a Spider-Man, a Star-Lord, an Iron Man, yeah. But like if I go in on, say, a Luna or an Atom, you know, like if I go in on a support character, or if I go in on their tank, say like a Strange who blocks a lot of damage, Magneto blocks a lot of damage, you know, it's got the multiple shields, but my axes will get in behind that, right? So she definitely seems like a good, I haven't played with her enough to say she's well-rounded, but from first impressions, she seems pretty well-rounded. She seems like she's able to do one-on-one fights, group fights. She's able to push. She's also able to move around with great agility. Right now, she seems like she's got a lot going for her, and I'll have to let you know if my opinion changes on that as I play more with her. And she is definitely a character I'm going to be playing more of, not just because I had a good first game. Thank you again to my team. Really carrying me on that OBJ play there, because I was there like none of it. But before the update went through, before the nerfs happened, I finally got a fire lit under my butt apparently, and fear of him becoming a suck character, I went ahead and lorded Iron Man. So playing against Spider-Man with a character that I feel like has greater speed, like I've played a lot of Iron Man, right? Like I've played a lot of Iron Man, so when stuff's moving around me, stuff's moving by me, I'm doing this, that, and the other, I'm kind of expecting that speed, right? She is as fast or faster than Iron Man. Moving around, standing, Iron Man can't go boots on the ground. Flying without the whole dash forward and pierce move, she is as fast or faster than Iron Man. So it's definitely good to see somebody else be up there in that speed tier, because Iron Man was the fastest flyer. I think he's tied for fastest flyer. Now, of course, Angela can go boots on the ground, which is actually something that I find really freaking cool. Like something I've been wanting for Iron Man is the ability to like going on a ground pound, punch people, spin around, shoot out some lasers or something. You know, stuff like you've seen in the comics and the movies and other video games, right? Kind of what you would expect for Iron Man. You know, just some little touches that are usually there. But we don't have that with this version of Iron Man. He doesn't go boots on the ground at all. So I'm definitely going to be playing more of Angela just because I can fly and go boots on the ground, and that's something I've been kind of wanting for a good little bit. Now, we do have Phoenix, right? We do have Phoenix. She flies, and she goes boots on the ground. I like the switch more than just going into flight mode, though, if that makes any sense. Whether I'm a flying character going into flight mode or I'm a character on the ground going into flight mode, I like the swap more. But that's all my thoughts on Angela. First impressions, first game with Angela. You got to see the highlight. You got to see the first gameplay. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. What do you think of Angela? What have you thought of her as you've been playing her? Do you like her speed? Do you think she's too fast? Do you think she slaps? Do you like her suite of abilities? She doesn't really seem to have too many. She has multiple abilities that are 2-in-1 depending on what mode you're in, boots on the ground or flight. But what do you think of it? Would you rather the flight be something that you toggle, kind of like what you do now, you have to do the swap, or do you think it should be more of a flight mode like Phoenix? Let me know in those comment sections down below. Also, feel free to let me know how much my team carried me on that one, because again, they played the OBJ and I didn't. But that's all I got for Angela. That's all I got for this video. If you guys would hit the like button, especially because it's the monthly of Dirty Casual tries. I guess it's going to be coming around at least once a month now, right? And go ahead, share this around for me, and of course subscribe for more so you don't miss more Marvel Rivals and other kind of content. But most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your day. It's good to be back with the Dirty Casual Tries series in Marvel Rivals.